guys, we are back. This time I decided to just go ahead and do my makeup and then do the reading until I can multitask, because yeah, whatever. But hi, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to Love's Reading. Special messages of love. Don't know what to call it yet, but here we are. It is Wednesday when I'm recording this. The 19th is when I'm doing this reading. So hi babies, and hello as well. Let's jump right into the energy read of the week, starting with the overall energy with my dragon deck. I love my dragons. Today I just have Goldazar with me. My little Goldie, so precious and cute. Alright, one more shuffle. We're gonna do the thing. Julie, do the thing. I love me. Okay, let's get into it. Connecting with my ancestors, my spirit guide, powers, and anyone that may be coming into contact with this reading. What is the overall energy of this week? What is the message for the overall energy? Oh, we got two dragons. Oh, let's see what they are. Three dragons, actually. Okay, so we have Gaia, the Gaia dragon. We have Rebirth. And we have some Mischief. Interesting. Let's get into it. Let's see what that's about. Let's see what Mama Gaia has to say for this week. Gaia is 21, yeah. So Gaia is the world. This means the balance of the elements. The key word here is harmony. Commentary. When the five elements are in balance, all is well with the world. The Gaia dragon holds all the elements in a state of dynamic equilibrium. The harmonious interplay between the conscious and the unconscious allows the freedom to move and be moved. This, in turn, raises our vibration to a higher plane of existence, where there is a spiritual enlightenment and inner peace. Okay, so let's see what she means in reverse. When we are not balanced, the lesson we learn and the spiritual foundation we lay down are shallow and insecure. Ooh. We can lack the ability to accept change and get stuck in a rut. This in turn can lead to disappointment and negative perspective of the world around us. All is not lost. However, change your perspective by letting go of negative emotions, and you will naturally rise to a higher state of consciousness. Okay, Mama Gia, let's see what we have with this rebirth. Rebirth, the Death card. Transformation, keyword being rebirth. Commentary. Transformation is distinctly different from transition. Transition is a movement from one place to another within the same reality, whereas transformation involves a complete change of reality. The Rebirth Dragon brings the power of radical change and clears the way for this process by laying the past to rest so that a new cycle of life can begin. That's beautiful. Shout out to the Death card. Love the Death card. Always down to change some shit. Alright, then we have Mischief, the Devil. The chaos from which order is born. Keyword, discernment. Mischief is the energy that can bring chaos when it seeks to undermine stability or create illusion. To avoid being victim of mischief, one has to break the bonds of ordinary perception and take practical actions to restore order. This card also reminds us to not take ourselves too seriously. Sometimes our inner child needs some time to play. That's really nice. Reverse meaning. The only limitations to what you can achieve are created by your own mind. If you understand what what is right and wrong, yet persist in following that path rooted in desire, you will find yourself living in a prison of your own making. Take a long, hard look at yourself and decide who you really want to be. The simplest solution is usually the correct one. So what I'm getting for this week coming up, there is going to be some, shaking of foundations. There's going to be opportunities for you to reflect on yourself, your actions, your choices, and what it is that you want. Like the mischief dragon is giving. Sometimes you need to play in order to create a safe space and an opportunity for you to make different decisions. Like, you have to let your hair down, step away from the situation to assess it better, is what I'm feeling here. So let's get into Monday. Let's do a little pre-shuffle. Let's get a little shuffle going. I'm going to try to do it in 30 minutes because this thing, my podcast, only lets me record for 30 minutes at a time. But yeah, death and rebirth, I love it. It also feels like this week is going to focus on your perspective of things. So, but also it's giving, try not to be so hard on yourself about your perspective. Like, allow yourself space to imagine and daydream and be a kid again. So like, reconnect with your inner self so that you can lean on your true nature, not what you feel like your true nature should be. So let's get into Monday. What is the energy going to be for Monday? What is some things to look out for Monday? What is the energy? Is there anything else for Monday? There was indeed something else for Monday. Oh, calm down. Oh. Okay, that's not bad. Alright, so we have the Nine of Hearts, the Eight of Spades, and the Jack of Diamonds. With the childish energy, definitely giving mischief. I also feel like it leans into what I was just saying, especially with the Nine of Hearts and the Jack of Diamonds. Nine of Hearts is a lucky number or a lucky card in cartomancy. It means that like a lot of your wishes or whatever you're wishing for is going to come to pass, so to speak. But you have to know what it is that you want. And in order to do that, there's a type of reconnection that needs to be made, especially with how I'm looking at this with the Eight of Spades in the middle. And like I said before, eights are basically a portal, but it's like a karmic portal. So I'm also getting like, whatever you put your energy into, that's what you're going to get out. So if you put your energy into doing something that you really enjoy, that makes you feel like a kid again, that's what you're going to get out. If you put into it immaturity and not much focus, and you're not really caring about what it is that you're doing, that's what you're going to get out, right? So whatever you're focusing on, make sure it's something that you actually care about, something that you actually feel passionate about. And if it's not, give yourself permission to be honest with what it is that you want, in a way that a child is very honest about how they feel about a situation or a person or themselves. You need that type of honesty right now, just that unbridled tongue of honesty going into Monday. So let's see what Tuesday has in store for us. That's a good message for Monday though. Like, make sure that you are doing what it is that you want to do. Like, maybe you should think about why you're doing or focusing why are you focusing on what you're focusing on? Like, what is the reason that you chose to focus on that thing? And don't do it from the space of like right, wrong, good or bad, but basically don't judge yourself. But why? Like, let's say you went into accounting. Why did you go into accounting? Is that something that you really care about? Or do you want to dance on Broadway? Like, were you looking for stability? Did you feel like what you wanted to do couldn't bring you the lifestyle that you wanted. Why? Who told you that? You know. So let's get into Tuesday. Ooh. Oh. Any more messages for Tuesday? Any more messages for Tuesday? Okay. That's cool. That's cool. What we got here? So we have King of Diamonds and Ten of Spades. So I see you walking through the doors with this 10 right off the back. We have walking through some type of door, ending something. Like, in order to walk through a door, you're leaving one space to enter into another space, which speaks highly of the transition that Rebirth and Gaia were talking about as an overall energy. Ooh, tall. Okay. What Gaia and Rebirth were talking about at the beginning of the reading. But in order to do this, I feel like you're assessing something with the King of Diamonds and how he's looking back, or could be looking forward, depending. But with how I'm looking at it, it looks like he's looking back instead of looking forward to the open door, or the door that's about to be open. But I don't feel like it's in an ungrateful or a doubtful way. I'm not getting doubt from this. I'm getting more so looking back on your experience. Why is the king looking? What is the king assessing? What is the king of diamonds assessing? Okay, with the Five of Hearts, you're assessing the changes that you've made. You're assessing the things that you thought that you cared about. You're assessing assessing the things that you care about now. It's kind of like you're comparing where you've been and allowing yourself space to let it go so that you can move forward, especially with the swords in the King of Diamonds. Like, you're actually taking the time to be grateful. You're taking the time to be like, damn, I really appreciate this experience and whatever the fuck you were doing. And now you're about to walk into this new chapter of your life with so much gratitude, so much like I feel excited. I feel giddy about this. I feel like this is something that you've been waiting for and you've been hoping for, and it's happening. You know, it's like, not only is it happening, it's more like you're accepting your greatness, and you're accepting that you can move forward in your power with or without whatever the fuck you left behind. You know, like, you're grateful for whatever this Five of Hearts taught you. You're grateful for the opportunity, but you have no problem walking away from it because you recognize something better is coming. And it may be rocky, and it may be a long road, and it may feel unsure, but you know for sure this wasn't it. This wasn't it. You've changed. With this 5, you've changed, and you're accepting, and that's awesome for you. All right, let's move on to Wednesday. I should write these down so I can remember where I am, especially when I get into the rants. I feel like this is moving so much quicker. I think I might do it this way from now on, and maybe I will call it messages from love. And I think I might focus more on career than love, because everybody does love readings, and I want to talk about money. No hate, but yeah. Let's get into Wednesday. What's the message for Wednesday? Oh, jeez. The ten of spades was fighting to get out. I wish you could have felt it. Anything else for Wednesday? What is this Ten of Spades about? I feel like there's options with this Ten of Spades. This time on Wednesday, what is the Ten of Spades? What are we contemplating? What is this energy? Where are my cards? What is this energy? You almost came out. What's the energy? What's the other energy? We tried it. One more card, please. What's the other energy? Whoa. Just shot out there. So I'm getting stability, and I'm getting fears with this 5 of spades and the 4 of hearts. Fears? Explain that. Explain that. That's confusing. 7 of spades and the Ace of hearts. Somebody may not want you to go. So as you're walking away, or as you are walking through the door into what it is that you actually want with the 4 of hearts, someone is not wanting you to go with the 5 of spades, 7 of spades, and the Ace of hearts. Like, it's possible someone has grown very fond of you, or they're not really recognizing your potential on purpose, which is why you're probably leaving. But they recognize that, or they feel that you are valuable. They're just not willing to acknowledge that about you. It's giving shade, like with this ace of, because how I'm looking at it with the Ace of hearts on top of everything, it's like this person sees your value, sees your potential, knows what your value is to them and their company, and they're just like, do I have to acknowledge it? Do I have to see it? You could also be doing this to yourself. Don't get me wrong. You could definitely be doing this to yourself. That's highly plausible that you are ignoring your own potential as you look for stability, or as you're choosing stability. You're completely ignoring that you have this fire inside of you with the Ace of hearts that could give you that stability that you're looking for. It's possible you need to spend time with yourself and maybe change or use your spiritual practices with the seven of spades here. 7s being a highly spiritual number. In cartomancy, it's possible that you have been doing some ignoring, which is like mirroring. It's being portrayed to you or projected back to you in your everyday life. You know, where you keep running into people that sees your potential, doesn't acknowledge your potential, and doesn't want to really work with you in your potential. Like the voices that actually matter, or the so how I see it is, you're in a company, right? And all of the employees are like, oh my God, I love you. Oh my God, I love you. And then the boss is like, you could do all these other things better. It's like that, but every single day in your everyday life, like when you meet people, if that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. But either way it goes, learn to value and cultivate that fire inside of you. Like, it may look like it's a lot of darkness and negativity around you. It's not. Clear that shit out. You have so much fire in you, because aces trump everything, right? I don't give a fuck what you have. Aces trump it, right? And there isn't an Ace of spades, it's an Ace of hearts with the four of hearts. Like, your own energy will eat all that shit up and lead you wherever the fuck you're trying to go. It will lead you through that fucking door. No matter what anybody says, no matter what you say about you and your powers and your gifts, your Ace of hearts will eat all that shit up and lead you where the fuck you're trying to go. All right, so let's go into Thursday. Let's see what Thursday has for us. All right, we're at 19 minutes. I feel like we're doing good, right? Making the time the thing that is done. Don't listen to me. Let's do if you want to. Okay. We are on Thursday. Is that Thursday? We're on Thursday. Let's see what Thursday has. Let's see what comes out Thursday. Yeah. You didn't come out, so I'm gonna take it. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of words. I don't know if I want all those words. One more card. Can you narrow it down? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yeesh. All right. So we have the Six of Spades, and we have the King of Hearts, and we have the Seven of Diamonds. I felt confusion before I started shuffling, so I was like, let's see if it'll come out, and it did with the King of Hearts. For me, King of Hearts is confusion because he's literally stabbing himself in the head, so it makes me feel like there's a disconnect between the head and the heart. There's a disconnect between the head and the body. There's a disconnect between the want and the body. Like somewhere there is a disconnect. And then we have the Six of Spades and the Seven of Hearts on either side of the King of Hearts. Sixes is about communication. Seven is about spirituality. So I feel like you're trying to weigh something that you want against whatever the fuck the Six of Hearts is. What is the Six of Hearts? Oh, finances. Ooh, that's tough, baby. So with the King of Clubs and the Ace of Diamonds, you are weighing what it is that you want, something that speaks to your spirit, something that speaks to you deeply, something that you really, really want to do. You're weighing that against your finances. So maybe things have been tight, like really, really tight lately, and you have an opportunity for greatness, and it's actually like deposits, like it's not just talk, but there's just a disconnect there. Like it's hard for you to trust it, maybe it's hard for you to go for it. What is the disconnect? Like, why is there a disconnect? Because you feel really sure about this, about the Seven of Diamonds. It may not be stable. Oh, you may not have a place to go. Oh, that makes sense. It's like you want to stay where you want to go to the Seven of Diamonds, because the Seven of Diamonds speaks to you spiritually, speaks to you emotionally, and matches what it is and where you want to be in your life. But to get there, you don't have a house. You don't have stability. Like it is deposits, but it's not enough deposits for you to leave what you got going on. So it's like this Seven of Diamonds, and maybe you can ask, but the Seven of Diamonds needs to come a little stronger. It needs to come a little harder, a little bigger in the pockets. And it could be a startup, or it could be that they don't have enough right now. But I see you working it out to where you're able to match. They're able to triple whatever you can bring to the table. So if you can bring like $300, $400, they can triple that. You know, they can triple it to 12, and now you got 16. That's enough to get you a place. You know, you're gonna be scrambling for the next month, but at least you got stability. You know what I mean? So don't stress it too much. Like that is stressful. And I understand, like, that's tough. But it could work out, you know, like whatever, like we said in the beginning on Monday, whatever you put your energy into, that's what's going to come out on the other side. So if you put your energy into, I can't take this Seven of Diamonds because this Four of Clubs, King of Clubs, and Ace of Diamonds is in my pockets with the Six of Spades, then that's what's going to come out, and that's what's going to continue to come out. You have to focus on, I can get to this Seven of Diamonds because my spirit team supports me, and I know they're going to make a way, and I know they wouldn't give me this opportunity if they could not support me through it, right? So yeah, let's move on to, I think I'm on Friday. Let's move into Friday. I got 5 more minutes, honey. Ooh, child. Oh no! I dropped it. I dropped it. I got it. Alright, let's move into Friday. Oh god, okay. We are struggling right now. We're struggling. Okay. Okay. Friday. I'm feeling victory, so let's see. That's what's gonna come out. Oh, jeez. Is there anything else for Friday? Is there anything else for Friday? There's indeed something else for Friday. Okay. Let's see. Eight of Hearts. Queen of Hearts. Interesting. Okay. So what we have is the Nine of Spades, Queen of Spades, Eight of Hearts. And then, so yeah, for me that energy was just like a little too confusing, so I kept going. And what came out was the Queen of Hearts and the Jack of Clubs. It's it feels like there's an offer on the table still. It feels like either you or someone else or both knows your worth and they want you, right? So maybe a job offer is coming through with this Jack of Clubs and they are adamant about it with this Jack of Clubs. Like they don't really care about the losses that they might have to take, quote unquote, losses, quote unquote. They don't view it as a loss because they know your worth. With this Queen of Hearts on top of that space, like they know your worth. They know what you bring to the table because they assessed it and they don't consider it a loss because they don't consider you a loss, or vice versa. Like you know what you can do, so you might be deciding to take it and double it. You're doubling it with this eight, because before I think it was either a four of diamonds or a four of hearts. Either way, you're doubling that stability, right? And you may take a loss on the back end, but what you're going to bring to the table, and that's what I said, they're gonna double triple it, they're gonna match it, whatever it is, they're gonna match it, right? So it's like, what I'm also feeling too is you recognize the losses with the gain and the way you feel about this new thing. It outweighs it big time. You're adamant and you're excited and you have a lot of vitality behind this, whatever the fuck this is, business wise, or even just knowing your worth. Like you're adamant about pushing yourself forward and putting yourself out there. Adamant. I love that for you. Okay, I see y'all. Give me 2 seconds. Go ahead and end that. Go here. And forward. Alright. So let's move into, I think we're on Saturday now. Saturday. Every time I get to Saturday, I say that shit weird as fuck. Alright, what else we got for Saturday? What's going on for Saturday? Ooh. Okay. Anything else for Saturday? Anything else? You are doubling. You are doubling. Anything else for Saturday? Well, okay. Well, can you give me some more? So what came out originally was the 10 of diamonds, and that's, like I said, it's giving doubling. You're doubling down on what it is that you want and how you want to be treated and what it is that you want in your future. You have the Ace of Spades, King of Spades, Queen of Clubs, Jack of Hearts, and Nine of Diamonds. You're not playing, or whoever this is, either they're not playing about you or you're not playing about your dreams. Either way, kudos to you. You better get it. Listen, because if you don't get it, then who is? Who is? Nobody can get your dreams but you. Nobody can go after what you want but you. So I'm proud of you. Yes, do that. But this 10 of Diamond is giving that you're not hesitating walking through this door. And this King of Spades is like, it's giving you are protecting what is rightfully yours, but not overprotective. It's just like, if you're feeling froggy, then jumparoo. This Queen and King energy is giving, I've assessed what I bring to the table. I assess my resources. I assess what other people bring to the table to me. And if it's not giving, even if it's my own energy, then it must be released. Because if it's not giving, that means it's withholding. And if it's withholding, then it's not helping. And if it's not helping, then get the fuck out. Period. I love that for you. I see with the Jack of Hearts, you're feeling really energetic. You have leaned into your child's self. You've leaned into that hidden energy. Or maybe you got your second wind for a passion project. With this 9 of Diamonds, I feel that something did come to an end, but it was something that you let go with a lot of gratitude and a lot of gusto. It may have been a perspective that you let go of, and now it just no longer serves you. So it's just like, thank you, goodbye, thank you, next. Like, we letting it go. I mean, Saturday looks like a really good day. That's what's up. I love the revelations. And I hope that you really do get this job opportunity, because it feels like you deserve it. Like, it feels like you've been waiting on this shit for a minute. And that is awesome. Some of you now listen. Some of you may be having a really, really hard time trying to focus on you and allow your worth to shine through. And that's okay. But if you don't get the things that you deserve, that's on you, because you allowed it and you're not focusing on making yourself pop. You're not focusing on speaking your truth. You're focusing on being tiny and small, which is okay if you're doing it to release. But if you're just doing it to give yourself reasons to not do it or to find excuses, that's on you. That's on you. All right, so let's move into Sunday. Let's see what's going on Sunday. Going on Sunday. Going on Sunday. See what's up with Sunday. Sunday. All right. Sunday. Oh. Let's make y'all. It's like you're talking, but you're not coming out. Alright. Can you give an explanation to that? Okay. I didn't want that big of an explanation. I just maybe one more card. Like, if you come out again, maybe I'll take you. Alright, one more card. Thank you. Okay, so what came out was the 4 of Clubs, the 7 of Spades, and the Ace of Clubs. Okay, so there is a mastery going on here. I feel like you may take You may be taking some time on Sunday to kind of prepare yourself for self-reflection, prepare yourself for not spiritual attainment, but more like spiritual release. So you may be preparing yourself for some type of bath or wanting to take a bath to like cleanse your energy for the next thing. So especially with this 4 of clubs, you doubled it. You might be building a new something else. Like what I picture in my head is you have a house already. You got the frame up. You realize, not got the frame up, but you're working on a new part of the house. You know, so you have the house that you want with this Ace of Clubs. You have the house that you want, but you decided, hey, I want to add an extra part, or you want to turn a room that's really, really big into 2 rooms, you know? That's what I see in my head. But I feel like in order to do that, there's some type of spiritual work or release that needs to be done. So kind of like it's not turning 1 room into 2, it's turning a 2 room into 1. So you're knocking down a wall, but you have to like reinforce that too. That's what the spiritual bath is. The spiritual bath is to help reinforce the wall that you have there, maybe creating an opening for something else to come through, you know, because you already have what it is that you wanted. So you're trying to make it your own. That's awesome. You're making it your own, but that requires like reinforcements. That's cool as fuck. That's awesome. Well, congratulations to you and us on Sunday, or for whatever new endeavors that we have coming our way. That's awesome. Alright, yeah, I feel like that is it. Well, thank you so much for joining me. As always, if you have any questions, you want me to talk about something specific, if you want to get a reading from me, or you just want to let me know how good I'm doing, I appreciate that. You can reach out to me on IG at _Chelsea_love sunflower _love at Gmail. No, that's on IG. Girl, I'm doing the most. If you would like to send me an email, you can email me at lovesdivinehealing@gmail.com. I would love to hear from you. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe so that you keep in touch with all of the new things that I am dropping. But that's it for now. So until next time, later.